Alright guys, so we're back, it's a new day. So Dara and I have been discussing, we want to box this wall in here because we no longer want an entrance to the other point of the house. One thing we've noticed here, this concrete slab comes out past this box section here, so for us to box it in means we're going to have this part here protruding. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a whole false wall to come in, put in here. We're going to make it into 3 sections so it's easy to assemble in there and then have it all attached together once it's up and in there. First thing we've got to do though is go and pull these tiles up, get them out of our way. So let's get into that. Alright guys, that's the fun bit done. Now the rubbish bit. Gotta clean up our mess. Alright guys, so it's getting pretty late. We've gone and got our door frame in and the window frame. Both fit in sweet as. So next thing we're going to go and do is we've got some black plastic. I'm going to pull all these nails out, old nails and stuff out of the back of this. Put the new black plastic up on the wall, staple it all in place. We're doing this so when we come to putting insulation on the opposite side, it's got something to hold up against on the back. I want to try and get this done before I leave tonight. So, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we've gone and got all the plastic on now, looking pretty sweet. Pretty happy with how that's turned out. Like I say, that's just a backing for the insulation on the opposite side, so it's got something to back up to, as there's going to be a second wall put on this side. So tomorrow what we'll have to do is start building this wall, but what we're going to have to do is do it into 2 to 3 portions, so we're not trying to put it in between the walls and making it hard on ourselves. So we'll make it into 3 sections, and then once it's all in there, nail it all together and it should be sweet. Looking forward to seeing it done. But for tonight, that's it. We'll catch you tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next day. We got all the plastic and everything up last night for the back part of the wall. This morning we're going to start making the second part of the wall. We're going to make it in 3 sections. We're going to make one section, another section over here, and then a centre section. We're going to have small bracings coming out from the existing wall already that's there to mount our new wall, plus 9 bolts in the ground, plus it's all going to be nailed together. So on that note, let's get to it. Alright guys, super stoked. First bit of our frame back in there. She's all leveled up with the spirit level. Straight this way. Straight slats. 600mm between each slat. Good for the plasterboard to go on. Actually, it's what's in my book. So we're going to go ahead, start making the opposite side now. Then once we've done that, we'll make a centre and put that in and lock it all together. Okay guys, so we've come up with a little bit of a, not so much of a problem, but this piece of wood here warps, a bit bananaed. So what we're going to try and do is, we've pulled the frame out so it's not sitting so much at the top yet. We're going to nail this, and then we're going to work our way up, pushing it back, and hopefully by the end we'll have a flat wall. Okay guys, the wall is up. Really happy with how it's come up. So that's one wall down. We'll get to plastering that a bit later. So tomorrow we're going to come back. We're going to probably tackle this wall here. Get this big window out. We're going to remove, this has a steel frame doorway in here. We're going to remove that and make a wooden door frame, because this is going to be an internal door and room once we're done, so we don't need the external doorway anymore. So on that note, we'll catch you tomorrow. Alright guys, it's the next morning. Dara's been here a little bit earlier than me this morning. She's already started ripping down this wall. So she's got all the panelling off, and we discovered a little bit of white ant damage down the bottom here. Hasn't seemed to be tracing through anywhere. So we're going to pull that whole bottom section out. And at least this piece here, if we don't decide to replace the others up buttons. First of all, we're going to go and get this window out. and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so we've come to the decision what we're going to do. The majority of this wood is in good condition, so what we've gone and done is marked out a level. We're going to cut these legs off, and then we're going to make a box section that slides straight back in there, and we can nail everything back together and have it all sturdy with a whole brand new bottom end. Then it's just a matter of with the window, where the window came out, we're going to box that in, make that so it's all good to go again. And then the last thing we've got to take care of is the door frame. That's made of steel. We don't want a steel door frame, so we're going to pull that out and make ourselves a wooden door frame, the same as the one we did on the other side of the room. So let's get into that. We are currently draining the water tank around the fruit trees, trying to drain it out empty so we can remove the water tank from this area, make it a bit easier when we come to hardy flex the outside. Alright guys, so I was just talking to our builder about what's going to be happening in this area here, and it is going to be a concrete slab that's going to be put here, which is going to mean there's going to be a step down into this room that's going here. So I was talking to him about the best way to do this, set it up for them to help them out as well. So what I've got to do is actually where the door is, I've got to raise it up to the level of the slab. So the level of the slab is going to be the same level as this here slab, so it's going to merge over. But what I've got to do, because my level is the only level that I've got, and that's at its lowest setting, so what I've gone and done is I've gone and marked a spot on the window here, measured it down to the slab, got 135, come over to here with it, measured another level to the slab, same deal, 135, so I know that's reading the level now, so that would be reading straight. So then what I've got to do now is just move the laser around onto the wall, around there, mark it out there and go down 135, and that's going to give me the height that I've got to set the bottom of the door to. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that, make a new frame and keep going with this build. Okay, so there's our mark. And across to here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a frame just to sit at the bottom part, and that'll be our floor height then. And then the next part will be to set the height. So we're going to have to cut that top part away and modify to allow the height of the door to sit in over the top of that frame. Let's get to that. Alright guys, we ran out of battery life on the camera yesterday, so didn't get to show you the finished result of this wall. But we've got our doorway in, taken that window out from up there. I think the camera was still rolling when we got that window out there. But all the framework's up and ready to go. We've just had a bit of a clean up. Cleaned all the rubbish and stuff up. Got it all in the trailer ready to go to the dump, so we're going to do a dump run. Go and grab some more materials. Get back. Hopefully get this wall up. Had that tank draining overnight. That's pretty much empty. We're just trying to get it to low enough where we can actually manually move the tank around, and then we can shift that out of the way so we can get the hardy flex on the external side of the wall. So go do this dump run and we'll get back into it. So the tank's finished emptying. I'm going to try and disconnect this line, move this tank out of the way. Yummy. Alright guys, so we've gone ahead and done the wall. Pretty happy with the result. A couple little bits we could have done a little bit better. A little bit of a crack on the side of that one when I put it up. I think I just nailed a little bit too close. Around full sheetings. So we used some of the offcuts to finish the last one up. Should be alright once it's plastered up. So we get the plaster on. We'll come back tomorrow, get some insulation in and get the plasterboard up. We'll be able to start plastering. Alright guys, new day. Wanted to try and get some plasterboard on today, but I don't think that's going to be happening. We started rerouting the electrical cables. So this cable here was for the power point, and I rang my electrician and had to talk to him, and he spoke me through some of the regulations and stuff we need. And one of the things that's happening up here is we've got the cable going between a flute of tin and the fascia board, and that's a no-go. So we're gonna have to pull that cable back out, probably pull it back through the roof, try and bore a hole into the fascia and feed it. Needs to be at least a minimal of 50 mil away from the top of the board, apparently is the spec. So that's our job for today. And he's going to come out and have a bit of a look with me a bit later today and talk me through how we go for wiring the room up so it's all ready for connecting up with the new roof. Not really what we wanted to see. The tin, our new tin stopped before the end of the old tin, so that cable goes under the house roof. I might be able to get my hand under this, just flex this tin up a little bit enough to get my hand in and hopefully feed it through our hole. Then we'll be safe. If not, we'll have to go in the roof. Alright. success. Nothing the drill couldn't jam open and get my little hands in there for. Alright guys, didn't achieve too much yesterday. Managed to get that cable sorted out, so that's no longer an illegal cable. Got it going through the fascia board rather than between the tin and the wood. We had the electrician around last night giving us a bit of direction on where to lay the cables and stuff now. So what we're going to go and do is we're going to go and put another hole into the fascia board going through. We've got some 1.5 cabling, which is for lighting. Hopefully we'll get time, we'll be able to chuck some insulation up. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we were just up in the roof, had a bit of a look, trying to get the cable through to the closest live power point for the electrician to be able to hook into. We noticed this cable that we rerouted yesterday has actually gone through the roof line on the main roof as well in some spots. So not only that, we did struggle to get to that cable because the roof slopes down. It's too small for me. Could have grabbed something else to go through it. We may still actually. Might have an idea. Stay with me. Alright guys, so we've got a bit of an issue. We've got the cable comes over the top of the roof button. We want to try and pull it, get it over the button, disconnect it, put it under the batten, then pull it back over. Now looking at it again, I think it's a lot thinner than I was expecting, but I'm going to try and get in there a bit further this time around, see how we go. Alright guys, so we've got the 1.5 cable, which is looped around the roofing at the moment. We've got the 2.5 here, which is our connection from out the other room. What I'm thinking is if we cut this one, and then attach the 2.5 back to the 1.5 in this area, so it's nice and snug. I'll get Dara to pull it backwards. Hopefully this length here is enough to be able to connect up to where we want, and the distance from here to there is enough to pull the 2.5 back into that room, so then we're winning on two behalves here. Fingers crossed. So we've gone and managed to do what we wanted to do. So we've got the 2.5 and 1.5 cables going through to that room now. As you can see over here, you got the 1.5 cable there. So I've left a reasonable length there because the electrician said get to the closest source of power, which was the fan in the next room. So we've put it over the top of that, but I've left a little bit more there in case you wanted to try and get it anywhere else. And our other one has been removed from under the sheeting of the tin, so we now have some legal wiring. And I hope I never find any more of it, because that was hard. All good. Let's get out of this place. I don't like it in here. Alright guys, so we've got the wiring free. We've got the 1.5s for the lighting. So we've got one that comes from the power source, then another one that runs off, which is 2-core, comes back over here. Down here is where we're going to have a switch to. So that when we put the ceiling up, we'll just have a hole cut through where the first light's going in, and they just hang through there. And from there we're going to have bridges through where we want the other lights to. But we're going to focus on this wall. So we've got the PowerPoint power cable, which is the one that we shifted from the top of the tin. And that's running through the wall down to where we want our power points. And then it comes over. We're going to have 3 power points altogether, so there'll be one there too, which we've got a broom sitting on at the moment. One will sit there. So as we do the plasterboards, we're going to put the places we want our power points in and just feed them cables through, so it's all good when the electrician's ready. They can come, hook them up for us, and we can fit them up. Now we're going to go and put some insulation in these walls and start putting some plasterboard up. Alright, so we've gone and put the insulation in the wall. Now we're going to go and get some plasterboard cut up. Alright guys, Got the plasterboard up. Sorry I didn't get to video as much of that as I'd have liked. But we have our wall. Still got to finish studding it along the beams. But it's looking fantastic. Dara's going to be coming back tomorrow. Finish studding it up. She's going to get the plastering done while I'm at work. Should be looking sweet. See how I go before I go back to work. I might even get back here to do the cabling in the roof, ready for the lights. So hopefully next block we can get the ceiling up. But for now, that's another day done. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so that's a wrap for this video. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, press the like button, make any comments down below. Don't forget we have a Facebook page and an Instagram. Jump on StayTrue Tv. Join us on there, see things before they happen on YouTube. Stay safe and we'll catch you next time.